And we are here. It is time to find out who really murdered the previous lawyer and threw him in the... God, I completely messed up the intro. Sorry.
Time to find out who killed Robert Hammond, right?
Yeah. Thank you, Polly. You did a good job there. That's why you're the assistant manager at the Wet Noodle.
That's
Go
right.
to hell, old man.
Go to hell, old man.
Oh my God, it's still December. I gotta get me some more customers at the Wet Noodle, because them winter days people don't come unless they're really hungry. I'm gonna have to start
Get out of
getting...
here, old man.
I'm sure
We got this.
Still gotta get that spicy pasta sauce ready.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're messing up your lines over here. This old man's taking them away from you.
Yeah, I'll do the poker night with Strong Band. What are you doing?
You don't want to go. He cheats.
This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are gonna get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea?
Dick? Only touch your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday.
Oh yes, by the way, these guys got stunned in the last episode.
Freaking got tased by
And-
Dracula.
Yeah. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah, thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard.
You don't impress me.
Whoa!
Oh, that was me. What?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge?
Right. Good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out.
Whoa!
Whoa! Pow! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth.
Good morning.
How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. Bullshit. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm gonna prove it.
Looks like Gumshoe found out the electric shock cheat.
Screwed down in coffee in the morning. All I need is electrotherapy.
I was gonna say, there's this really weird feature they had for The Sims for, like, console, where if you touch a bug zapper, it brings your energy up, but it tanks comfort.
Well, hey, I mean, I don't live in comfort anyway in my little studio apartment, so I'll already have that discomfort. I'll take the shock anytime.
Oh.
All I have is my studio apartment is a couch, a little and a TV with a bunny rabbits on it, and all I do is watch 80s cartoons and 80s murder mystery shows.
Dude, they got rid of analog. You need to get a box.
I can't afford it.
Well, that's your fault.
No, well, it's not my fault. My salary keeps getting cut by Edgeworth, but I can't. I can't go against Senpai. What am I talking about?
Stop simping. Court now is in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready.
Hello, oatmeal man.
Are you calling me the Quake Okras guy?
Yes.
Oh, God. No one... So you mean to tell me I've been scaring Chucky for the past 20 years?
Si, senor. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our prosecutions in this trial.
Proceedings.
Whatever! God damn it. Can't even fucking act. I asked the prosecution to submit decisive evidence.
Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says.
He scares the shit out of me. Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement.
Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary.
Very well.
I love it. Like, oh, the boat caretaker is yet to confirm it, as if he's gonna say, "I did it."
Please bring the witness into the court.
Room.
What?
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in a boat rental shop on the lake from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity.
Witness. Why did you run away yesterday?
The witness was not running away, as he will now testify.
I see. Very well, please begin your testimony.
Boy! Hmm? Sorry, I did a little home improvement there for some reason. Yeah, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is.
Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we?
He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Maybe if we, like, telepathically put it in his brain.
I think he's too close-minded for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. No. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Then why did you leave? He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes.
Every time you do that, no, it reminds me of the commercial where, like, a guy's trying to find a cereal. He's like, oh, hey, can I eat this? Oh, no. That one's full of sugar.
Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown.
I'm a luxury bitch.
We used to, it's like, she really loves them pet shop boys, I'll tell you what. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Yeah, well, I kind of got lost, you see?
My owner's not too bright.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses.
Shut up. Right. Oatmeal Man's here.
You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
I mean, not a long-term one anyway.
Might I say something, Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
You've been saying the whole same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Greetings, Mr. L.
Hey, Mr. L. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who the witness is?
Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma.
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness' name.
His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. It's Judge Omega Beard.
Thanks. Yogi, that name seems familiar. Oh. Ani Yogi from the DL6 incident.
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No, no, no. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. Yogi Bear. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick. How are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file from Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Huh? I'm so
Not
very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Man. You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Hey, there's always dental records.
There's always DNA.
Oh, in this kangaroo court, DNA and dental records are not permissible.
We'll eat my entire asshole.
No thanks.
Not you.
Mr. L. Wait, we need proof? I thought you'd just take me at my word. Aw, man. He has no fingerprints. Oh, he's an agent of Men in Black.
There you go, Mr. L. Got it.
Here come the Man in Black. It's the MIBs. Oh, here come the MIBs. Oh,
Does
God,
that mean Polly's a monster?
Why you always make me laugh when it's my turn to speak? Oh my god.
oh God, just don't make me sing the song in his voice. I'll start doing it.
Make that a bonus for our Discord.
Okay.
Like a bonus segment.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not. God damn it! Not be able to prove his identity.
No. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright?
I will call Ghostbusters.
What's it gonna be, Wright? What's it gonna fucking be?
I'm gonna slap the fucking ugly off this guy's face. That's what the fuck it's gonna be.
It seems that the case has been decided, no? No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way.
Bring Polly in.
Snap. There is no one who could testify as to who this witness is. No one.
What are we gonna do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, wait, fingerprints don't just disappear even if you use acid or whatever. I call video game nonsense. Mr. L, you have to remember, this is Kangaroo Court in 2016. Basically, everything has been thrown out the window. Basically, if a prosecutor says they have no fingerprints, it's taken at face value. The defense has to prove everything. That is the way that this structure works. This is actually a commentary on the Japanese court system at the time. Basically, like 98% of all defendants got put in jail, even for crimes they didn't commit. So basically, the prosecution would just lay out evidence, the judge would accept it all the time, and the defendant basically had no opportunity to cross-examine, and if they did, it would just get taken down right away. Or if they didn't have anything to disprove what the prosecution presented as evidence, then it would be considered irpermissible, and then the entire case would just be handed over to the prosecution. So
also, keep in mind, I don't know when this happened, but they also have like a stronghold over like certain citizens to the police. I mean, like at the time,
yeah,
just like remember the case with the the accident that happened with the balloon, like the boy in the balloon, and how
yes,
the police didn't have to do much to intimidate the mother, who was who's from Japan.
Yes, this game came out in 2001, so this was very beginning of the 21st century type of vibes back then. Anyway. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot?
What is it, Nick?
Mr. L. Wait, it's taken at face value for the prosecution, but not for the defense? Wow, that's hypocrisy at its finest right there. Hey, when you have power, they don't give a damn about hypocrisy.
No, you're not going to.
Your Honor, the defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
What?
Take Mr. Von Karma up.
On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot.
This the first.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Van Karma?
I was joking. I didn't think he was going to take it seriously. Made you even ask. This is a farce. I object.
He's just doing it to piss you off.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Even Mr. L is cracking up at this.
I had to share this.
Hold on.
Very beautiful shirt.
We'll look at it after show.
Let the parrot take the stand.
Well, if you're so desperate, then
Beautiful.
please be my guest.
Beautiful.
Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game? Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's
Hey,
What'd you say, Circus?
I said this was his fucking idea. He need to shut the fuck up.
I was joking. It was a joke. Do people not understand jokes these days? Oh, you fucking libs.
Honestly, you haven't been around on the internet lately. Nobody can take a joke.
What is your punchline?
I didn't have a punchline. I mean, there was no punchline. It wasn't even a good joke.
Oh, we thought that was your dry sense of humor.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Grayla, bring in the parrot. God, I never thought I had to say those words.
This just feels like some Monty Python bullshit.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me!
Jokes don't exist in the Phoenix Wright universe except for the names. Name! Your Honor, you've been asking for the parrot's name for the past hour. I think we get it. The parrot doesn't like you.
The witness is
Rich.
It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
Oh, that bird is colorful.
Hello. Hello.
Hmm. This is so fucking funny. I'm trying to hold back laughter. Certainly the
Gotta be
most
done. I've got to do my. I gotta get my clothes.
concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination.
Right. Uh-oh. Sylph, you want to take over till Mooney gets
Sure.
back?
What are you going to do, Nick?
I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Hmm.
Who's your owner?
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right. What do I say?
As I recall, 2 days ago...
Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget DL6. What?
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello. What? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot something. We forgot. Hello. Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we had forgotten anything? Mr. L, I was joking about her name being Polly. Alright, we're skipping this because we've already said it.
There's something about Polly.
Alright, here we go. Maybe I should get her
I'm
to
back
say
now.
her... Maybe I
Welcome
should...
back.
Maybe I should get her to say her name,
Oh, God.
Polly, what's your name?
Polly. Ah!
Mr. Wright, I think we established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
Yes, it does. Ha! Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Don't you think you're taking this bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is...
The DL6 case file?
That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time.
Very well, Mr. Wright, please show us the page. When in this file, the information concerns the parrot's name.
It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed. Does it say that? Yes.
What was his fiance's name?
Holly Jenkins. Holly.
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. Her name is Sharona. My Sharona. That's why he named his parrot after her.
That's kind of dark if you really think about it.
Damn.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Oh, sorry.
Oh, dude.
That was supposed to be in Von Karma's voice.
Indeed.
Why would you marry a 7-year-old Phoenix? I'm not! What are you talking about?
Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other I can't get it out.
Corroborating.
Evidence. Goddamn speech impediment.
Where am I gonna find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of evidence.
Right. Right. What?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
Okay, we're gonna skip all this again. We're getting to the third one. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Is Nick a nickname or something? Yes, Nick is a shortened way of saying Phoenix. Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Holly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228. 1228. Ah.
My, what a reckless parent. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha, ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case?
Mr. Wright, where in the file is something relating to that safe number?
It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah.
He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates.
Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM cards number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
Like everyone write that down.
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing.
That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here.
This is a mere coincidence, that's all.
True. That is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more than like a pattern to me.
What are you saying?
He's got it.
Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Witness. Tell us your name.
Mr. L. What, Nick is short for Phoenix? Huh, that makes no sense. Just like how Dick is short for Richard. Utter nonsense, I declare. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay.
Whoa, his voice dropped.
Holy shit!
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I am done.
He looks totally different!
This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order!
Judge use summon spell. It's very effective. There you go.
Back to work.
Hey, Alex.
Hey!
Alright, we don't need
God
to talk.
Sorry.
Yanni Yogi! So, it was you who killed Robert Hammond. And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death.
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Wrong camera. Where is Mr. Yogi?
Edgeworth isn't the bad guy? Dang, but Edgeworth is a perfect bad guy name. Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then, the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is...
Innocent, in this case at least.
Very well. The witness, will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond.
Mr. L, I am vengeance. I am the knight. I am Yogi.
I'm Polly. Watch out for my knife.
Damn it, Sills.
Any objections?
I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Woo! We beat Von Karma's perfect record. Ha ha! I will be on the news and I will be rich.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection.
Oh. Huh?
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means no.
Uh-oh.
Edgeworth.
God damn it!
He's gonna fuck himself up, man.
Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge.
Mr. L, I object to this wedding. Oh wait, this isn't the church.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on, I gotta do that. I object to this wedding. Oh, wait. This isn't the church.
Oh god. We're doing graduate references now. Dustin Hoffman knocking down the door. Mrs. Robinson!
But revenge for what?
Nick. Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed Dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do?
Plain
No.
insanity.
No, I'm sure Edgeworth thought about this one long and hard. This isn't my place to interfere.
Nick, are you sure?
There's nothing we could do about it. This is his problem now.
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
What do you mean in the incident where your father died?
Mr. L. Oh, Edgeworth is gonna confess now? Well, I'm surprised.
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't self-termination either.
Self-determination?
Remember, we can't see.
No,
we
no,
can't-
I thought it was self-elimination. You said self-determination.
No, I said self-extermination. That's what
Oh. I was
I...
like, wait.
Self-extermination.
Okay, there
Let's
we go.
remember. Yeah, we all have to mind our own P's and Q's on this word.
Everything was as
Yep.
clear as day. The murderer. The criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me, Edgeworth. I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me.
As he points to someone else.
Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this.
Brah. It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We try this man for his crime of 15 years ago.
Just when we thought we were gonna leave.
Mr.
I
L,
think-
Mr. L, P's and Q's, but what about all the other letters? Can't we mine them too?
I love Mr. L's commentary. I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess.
Only 5.
I call the swing. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
Well,
I
we might
think
as
it's
well.
not even enough to like sit down and like drink some tea or like coffee or whatever.
Yeah, you might as well just stay in the courtroom because you're basically just like, okay, just looking through my notes. Okay, the judge is ready. Like, it's not even that long. Like, it will take 2 minutes to get out of the courtroom, to get into the lobby, another 2 minutes to get back out. So you're really only just in the lobby for a minute. All right, let's go over everything in like 60 seconds. Boom, you're back in.
Okay, that's basically the kangaroo recess then.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Mr. L, why is there a statute of limitations on murder anyway? Kind of strange. This is also a commentary on the court system back then. I don't know if you saw the episode that we did previously, but they had so many murder cases in this universe that they basically said, well, if we can't solve it after 15 years, we're just going to throw it out as if it never happened. Because they have so many coming in. Like, so many murders have been happening in this fascist universe that's going on in this, in the Phoenix Wright universe, that they're just like, okay, we just got to keep moving with these trials. We only got 3 days. Let's rush everything, get these people in jail, and then boom. Well, you know, and if that's unsolved, we'll just, like, throw it out after 15 years. Because it's just like... What did you say, Circus?
I was about to say it took fucking a lot longer for the fucking Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial than this. That's really fucked up, dude.
Even Gumshoe's upset. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
Don't want to believe it myself, Detective.
Mr. L, 5-minute break? Nah, I'd take 10 minutes, more like 15 minutes, probably 30 minutes for lunch.
Give us a good hour so we can
But
smoke one at
it's
it.
the truth. I
Yes.
deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case for what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
This doesn't mean we're getting back together, Phoenix, just so you know.
Oh yeah, for y'all who missed it in the audience, there's a court case, a divorce court case, along with Edgeworth and Phoenix that we made up.
Mr. L, punished, you say? Oh, so Edgeworth is a sadist.
L.
Sadists are actually the ones that actually do the punishing, while the masochists just take it.
Ahem. Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
Judge. Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objection?
No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I am a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth. Sorry, I was drinking some water. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please. Please.
That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted the fighting to stop. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Mr. L, given the amount of murder in the PW universe, I think it'd be a terrible place to live, although Danganronpa is worse.
Funny you say that.
And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Bah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, the cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor. Which, by the way, Mr. L, Danganronpa's coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, in our next game.
Yes. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day?
I don't remember things very clearly.
Although there will be foreshadowing in another game that's not part of the main storyline.
Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Yeah, and from what the trial was, it was actually pretty brutal.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case?
It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. Oh, but I sure do. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. So there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator?
Yes. Myself, my father, and Gianni Yogi. We were fine at first. But then as time passed and no one came to help.
What did you do then?
I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then...
Foreshadowing, Mr. L says, but what about forelighting? It doesn't have a good ring to it. What was it?
A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
And you picked
How?
it up. 'Cause
Edgeworth has a gun.
And you picked it up? What happened next? Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream.
Mr. L, I guess if we're trapped in this elevator, we'll have to survive somehow, so who's got the most meat on their bones?
How about we just fucking take the fucking top of the elevator off?
Oh, okay, Edgeworth, you're a small child. You can climb up. Just pretend it's gym class. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't.
Sorry.
Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence. Unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Mr. Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
You almost just said Mister, didn't you?
I did. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. Mr. L, I mean, Edgeworth was 9 at the time, so it's not like he'll get sentenced as an adult. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. No. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. What?
I see. Do you have a point, Mr. Wright? The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at a time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with the case?
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible!
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Look at this photograph.
Something, laugh.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago.
I can see the victims lying there. It's Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
Mr. L. Actually, yeah, elevators have an escape hatch in the ceiling, so they could have just left through that, but apparently they didn't because reasons.
I'm guessing because, you know, the earthquake, there is something that collapsed that was preventing it from opening, or...
Yes, Mr.
Yeah,
L.
most likely.
You gotta remember, Mr. L, context-wise, an earthquake happened and there was no power at the time, so they couldn't even see anything.
Everybody was just like hallucinating.
It's simple, Your Honor.
Woo, we get high off that black air.
At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
He does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. That bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However...
Mr. L, what is up with Karma's fashion sense? It's so 19th century.
I know, right? He looks like Dracula.
That's why I call him Mr. Oatmeal Man, because he looks like the Quaker Oats dude. As Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet was fired. Bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have here is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense claim.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edward declared innocent!
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the crime scene. Scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing the verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No, I do not.
So you killed your father. Thought that was none of your intention.
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict of the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Every lead I thought I had has been squashed. This is really the end. Edgeworth, I'm sorry. I closed my eyes. What was it that I had been doing all this time? Wasn't my whole life leading up to today? But now that I'm here, I know I failed. Mia, I'm sorry.
No. Not yet.
Huh? Maya?
What?
Object. Your only weapon.
Are you okay? Nick?
What's happening to me? I have to think. Wait, don't think. Act. Your Honor? I object. Tisk, tisk, tisk. No. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oof.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Ah.
It must exist. In the second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor.
Huh?
The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we just heard proof that it did not exist.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet.
Huh?
But why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet?
Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Ugh.
Had to take it.
Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to. Mr. Wright, what do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with the second bullet inside them, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes.
Oh gosh, Mr. L.
What did Mr. L saying?
I looked it up, and yeah, Comrade definitely looks like the Quaker Oats dude. Strange. Although Edgeworth is also dressed very old-fashioned-y. And then, it feels like the very first time. Feels like the very first time. And then the last comment, the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence.
Alright. There was a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator. Miles Edgeworth and Ani Yogi were both unharmed. So, that would mean?
The murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense lawyer attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
I lied.
No! I'm not doing it! No!
I can do it if you want.
Do it! I don't want to do it!
Literally and figuratively.
Should I proceed or?
Yeah, go ahead.
No!
Alright. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
He went from British to Southern very quickly.
What if Von
I don't
Karma
know.
didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But
I don't know
took
if I threw. But
but took it because he was injured.
Which would mean...
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh, man.
nothing wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murder came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Might as well let the dogs out. Who?
Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
Be what?
Von Karma.
Von Karma. I'm here. Alright.
You mean the Von Karma, the prosecutor, the one standing right over there?
Ah.
You don't object?
Mr. L, it was Von Karma. Oh well, looks like his karma has come back to bite him. I see no need. Oh god, that was unexpected.
Who was it?
I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Ugh.
Nick, Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues.
Oh my god, he killed the doctor, too. Mr. L. No, I mean the other Von Karma, of course. I mean the one standing right over there. Duh.
Mr. L's just having a hoot over there.
Oh no, did you know? He met the granddaughter, who's 7. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Ugh.
That means,
Nobody's that perfect.
dude, he would mean that he would still have the bullet in him.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma put the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Tisk, tisk, tisk. Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is... Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You don't mean.
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Called it.
Mr. L, if he killed the doctor and the medical team too, then he'd be a serial killer. Dun dun dun.
Mr. L, you love to speculate, don't you? Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
Oh, he's sweating.
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing, this means you acknowledge that the bullet is inside you. Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. Mr. L, I mean, he could do surgery on himself, although that would be pretty dangerous, but doable, especially if he had access to the internet.
But, like, okay, here's something. Why didn't he just find, like, a shady doctor who was willing to, like, you know, keep quiet for a little extra money?
But then there's that risk that they injured. Oh God!
Hi,
damn it, Dr. Nick. So what I was gonna say is that, and if he did do that, he would have just gotten a really bad infection on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like Phoenix would just be like seeing that infected shoulder, and he'd be like, "Oh my God, what the fuck is this?"
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who
Not
said
to mention all that rust.
It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. Mr. L, he refused? But why? If he's innocent, he shouldn't care.
Enough! I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Mean.
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. Beep, beep, beep. It reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You.
Me?
It was you.
It was me? I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that?
Prove? No, no, no. I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet in Mr. Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Mr. L. Yeah, true. He could have just used a shady doctor, or perhaps the bullet passed through him. Of course, then he needs stitches. Ah, well, the metal detector confirmed it. Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday and tased us, bro. Yes, yes, yes. With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. What? You were close. 1 day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof. What? Now, I must say, in the anime, the ending is completely different. And I will explain when we get to the credits. Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof.
Well, that's a bullet?
Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact.
Ballistic markings.
You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon.
Mr. L, you can't be silent, Karma. This is Japan, not America. The Fifth Amendment doesn't exist here, and we can use advanced methods to get the answers we need.
All the bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets, and if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
What did he say like a dinosaur? Wait, that scream.
What? Wait, did he just like turn into Diego Brando for a hot minute?
I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know.
Mr. L, good thing this universe doesn't use laser weapons, because then this case would be very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said. Quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop
My
breathing
air?
my air! Mr. L, wow, Karma's gone insane.
Get away! Get away from my father!
Why does he sound like me all of a sudden?
I don't know!
You sound like a psychopath party on loose.
It's that scream I heard in the elevator. 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed.
Mr. Von Karma. Oh, hi.
Worth, only you would dare defy me?
So, it was you.
You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record. And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you. I'll bury you with my bare hands. Death, death.
Bailiff!
Haze him.
15.
Court. Get this ham sandwich out of my court, please.
15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized.
Mr. L, wait, Edgeworth is 24 and he's a lawyer? Huh, that's young, but okay.
I covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny.
Oh, God.
In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge.
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. appears we have come a very long way to end of this maze. 15 years later, Miles Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty.
Second time in a row I beat Von Karma. I'm rich. Rich, I tells you.
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Mr. L. Karma rushes forward towards Edgeworth, but is immediately gunned down by the courtroom bailiff. So ended the life of Von Karma.
Dang, didn't even go for tasing.
Nick, I did it!
Even
Did you
Chester's
see his
excited.
face? Lord Cardinal looks even paler than usual.
I mean, he screamed like a dinosaur.
He's pretending to be all cool, but inside, you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now, it's all just a good memory.
So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah?
I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. No. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome. They're both blushing at this point.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You gotta learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. Mr. L. Yes, Von Karma's been utterly defeated, mind, body, and soul. Ha ha! I'll never forget this. I'll owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month, but who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. Whoa. Whoa. I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded.
God damn it.
Yeah, you didn't say anything. Hey, you didn't say anything about Lotta in the pre-show.
Hey, y'all!
Lotta!
Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth! Congrats!
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand through a cookie jar even if no one was there.
Mr. L, whoop is not the same as thank you. That's unacceptable as a response.
You. were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let's bygone be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh?
Hmm?
Isn't that hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What
Oh,
happened
no.
now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiance. She's gone to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are!
Yes. Here I am.
Mr. L, I would stick my hand in the cookie jar. Cookies are good, although only if they're chocolate cookies.
You better stay out of my cookie jar, Mr. L, or else I'm gonna pop you with my flask water. You hear me?
Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Mr. L, wow, Larry's eyes in that one shot.
With growing up, I wish I had chocolate chip cookies, but it was always Raisin Bran. They better let me pull the switch on Von Karma. Oh gosh. Sorry, I just had to. Celebration. That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it.
Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes.
It's $38, right?
Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Mr. L, a fly swatter, you say? Oh no, that sounds painful.
Mr. L wants me to use it elsewhere.
$38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38. No. No! Larry, it was you?
What are you so surprised about, Wright?
Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I never was good at history. Heh.
Larry, I'm gonna slap the ugly off your face.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you?
I suspected. But, I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day.
Mr. L, $38. That's enough money to go to the movies. Sweet.
I think I'd take my chances and buy a pizza.
Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know. I know. Mr. L, you stole lunch money. The punishment is death.
Polly's gonna use her knife.
Oh, you pissed on Polly. Better run.
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me.
Now, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out for Mr. Edgeworth?
I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too.
That's what I just said.
Death. The death sentence for both of you. Man. Man, if only I'd have known I'd become a prosecutor.
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Edgeworth.
Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all. Line up. I'll take a photo.
Hey! Photo time! Let's go!
And after that, dinner on me.
Fucking Edgeworth sounds like an emo kid.
Very edgy, too. Aw.
Hopefully this is getting captured on the stream. I don't know if it is.
I hope so.
I'll
I
check.
hope so, too.
Mr. L, did you hear that?
Yeah, let us know if you did.
But shh.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
And let me know if you hear this.
You're gonna have to add more sounds to that soundboard. Anyway, how many parts until Danganronpa you think, Mr. L? Actually, after this, we'll be doing Danganronpa next week. So
Yeah.
that answers your question. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. Mr. L says he did hear that.
Yes. Thank you.
Or,
It's like, oh
Cute.
I
my
love everyone's out celebrating and then Edgeworth's just stewing in detention like motherfuckers.
It's like what the, it was like Edge. It was like Gumshoe. We can't we just wait for him to get out of the detention cell? It's like, nope, we got to do it right now. I got to work in the morning. Gumshoe, why are we bar hopping everywhere? Oh, you know, we got to go to all the bars in town. I was like, we need to go and sing pirate metal. It was,
I'm gonna murder the cat. He just jumped on my side.
5 in the morning and we're at the office.
And
Whoa.
Chester's this.
I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. God, we must have drank a lot. Oh god, now I'm just picturing Phoenix and Gumshoe just chugging down pints of beer. Yeah, Mr. L even says Gumshoe took them to waffle houses for beers.
And then the cook got his egg order wrong, so we decided to fight the chef.
The Gumshoe singing pirate metal. He's like, they say all the things in life are free, so give all your beer and your rum to me.
Oh, fucking hell.
It's only still 5 o'clock. Maybe I should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? I just got a letter.
We just got a letter.
No, I just got a
Good
letter.
morning, Nick.
Fuck off. We all got a letter.
You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training.
Sorry, Chester just knocked over a bunch of.
I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter.
Yo ho ho, a bottle of rum.
Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? Ah, the first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station! Phoenix.
Dude, driving while you're hung over.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good. Okay?
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and even Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6, but you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma, and you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it.
See you soon, Maya. Mr. L, does Larry wear a leisure suit?
Thanks, Nick.
I don't know. Y'all tell me that. I wasn't paying attention when we were.
And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters.
I'll have to play Dog-a-Rampa. Woo!
Huh. Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Okay, so there was an alternate ending in the anime, although the outcome was still the same, but the way they did it was different. Oh, hold on. Hey, pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise.
Whoop. Detective Gumshoe.
Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
You never saw that. Pretend you didn't see it and I'll get you a sub.
We'll let the dogs out.
Huh?
Oh.
Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
Poor fucking bastard.
Simp.
Who?
Oh, no.
Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
It was said that Winston Payne was supposed to be Mia in the original writing for this story.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but they just made him a stump instead.
Phoenix Wright, the defense attorney, for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, you should know I'm taking over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. And now I fade away like a PowerPoint transition.
Okay. I have Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. So yes, my understudy. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. These days of my like a scent of fresh lemon juice.
Payne. Max Payne.
She's going too fast.
Now he's got.
That whippersnapper.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal, Sniff. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold while under the waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't find them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Oh, we'll find out in the sequel.
Ooh. Hi, Chester. Hi.
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess. All right. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock of a boy of my tender age.
Oh no, they didn't put who I think they put in there, did they?
They probably
The scars. The scars.
Yeah, I remember right. That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? Oh, I'm in a train to become a paranormal photographer yet. You know the picture I took everyone? Well, that's just behind there. A ghost. For real. Now, that's talent. I'm going to be famous. I don't know why I went Texas.
Well, I mean, Heartland.
Yeah. Victory!
Where did he get all that confetti from?
He brought it in with him.
I just have it on hand, whenever you know. I'm the one that's throwing all the confetti when the not guilties happen. So anyway, so the ending to the anime version. So Von Karma, after he tased everyone, he actually took all the evidence. And when it got to the point where they were trying to prove that the bullet was inside of him, Larry dressed up as a woman and sort of distracted everybody in the courtroom. So they had to stop the trial because Larry was just being like, "Oh, I'm not a woman. I'm not Larry. I'm a woman." And then Maya
I'm
snuck.
not Larry, I'm Laura.
Yeah. And then Maya snuck into Von Karma's office and found the bullet in there. And he's like, "Oh, I just found this bullet miraculously." "What? How did you get that out of my office?" "Oh, it was from your office, huh?" "Oh, shit." And that's how he got found out.
Surprised that Larry saying he was not Larry, saying about in the Jags like not Larry, but it's but Lenore.
No. Where you go? How could I live without you, no? A little bit too much.
Larry dressed up as a woman. Okay, I guess if he's into that. Yes. I mean, I would be surprised if Larry became a drag queen one of these days.
I think I would do him if he was a drag queen.
He just comes out on stage. "Hi, everybody. I'm Lenore. And I got a song for all y'all."
Oh my god.
All right. So next week we start Danganronpa. So this is a murder mystery game that is very much like Ace Attorney, except it's let's just say that it's more of a a game than it is a trial. There are trials involved, but the trial process in this game, let's say, is more interactive. There's not really a jury, so to speak, although there is voting involved, and the judge is basically a stuffed teddy bear. Well, we'll find all about that next week.
Oh god, don't tell me I'm doing that character too.
No, I'm doing him. I'm doing that
Thank
character.
God.
Trust me, like, his voice is not easy to do because it goes like, "It goes this high, and not everybody can do this voice really well because the Blackens will get destroyed if they try to do my voice."
Sound like fucking SpongeBob.
Evil SpongeBob?
Yeah.
I'm
Speaking of SpongeBob, there was
ready.
a channel on Twitch called AI Sponge where it got banned within 4 hours because they were telling dirty jokes and characters were talking about hooking up with each other.
So
dear
yes,
Lord.
there are like multiple characters, and thankfully there's only 16 characters in the whole game, and they all show up at the same time, so there are no mysteries, and the only mysteries that happen are the trials that happen. But in these instances, when we see these characters individually, okay, so there are basically 8 guys and 8 girls, so it's kind of divided. And so we'll get there when we get there. But when we see the characters, we'll just pick who we want to voice at that moment. And yeah, so that's how we'll do it.
Let's just do it during pre-game, okay?
The class trials are voice acted, like I said. So when it comes to the class trials, nobody will be voicing anybody because they'll all be voice acted by actual voice actors.
And then we'll probably just be like on the sidelines doing like commentary.
Yeah, we'll probably have to do commentary in the comments while I have the stream girl in, and then once that's done and over with, then I'll bring everybody on. It's like, oh hey, here we go. But yeah, that's how the game will work. Just like in almost every Ace Attorney game, and I say almost, not every, but almost every Ace Attorney game, there are approximately five to 6 cases. So this one is about the same length as Ace Attorney, although Danganronpa generally goes pretty long. So just to give everybody a heads up, you will be seeing a lot of twists and turns in the next 3 games. So We'll do the first Danganronpa game,
Yep.
then we'll move on to the second Ace Attorney game, then we'll do the second Danganronpa game, and so on and so forth until we reach the 3 final games. And then we'll move on from there when we get there.
We're still trying to figure out where to put Sonic.
And then we also have to do the DLC case for the first game for Ace Attorney, which we'll probably do after the third game, I should say. Because there are a lot of Easter eggs from all 3 games that show up in the DLC case. So it would be foolish to try to do it after this one. Okay. So anyway, we'll catch you all on Friday, and then next week we'll start Danganronpa. So until then,
Back left is going to be one hell of a ride, everybody.
Yes, there will be. So until then, see you all